Welcome to Getting Started with ScraperMaker Desktop Amazon Edition. To get started, simply visit scrapermaker.com and register for an account. Once you've registered and activated your account, you'll be able to log in and download the application. Once logged in, visiting the products page, you'll see the download link and be able to download the installer. Download and run the installer to install the application. As I've already done, the installer is here, and you can see that the application has been installed and placed a shortcut on my desktop. When we first launch the application, we're prompted for a product key. Here we enter our credentials and a product key. Product keys are purchased by visiting the product page and clicking purchase. Product keys are purchased via PayPal using a PayPal account or any major credit card. Once we purchase a key, we can visit our account page to see the keys we've purchased. Here you can see the keys that have been purchased for this account, as well as the ScraperMaker token update service, which currently comes bundled with any product key purchase. The token update service simply keeps our scraper up to date should anything change at Amazon. So we'll go ahead and use one of these keys to unlock our software. We copy the key, we paste it into the product key field, and we click Use Product Key. Assuming our credentials are correct and our product key is valid, the software will be unlocked. And so now that the software is unlocked, every time we run the software now, we'll be presented with the default view rather than a prompt for the product key, as I'll demonstrate now. And so now we have our account at scrapermaker.com. We can manage our keys, as you'll see now that I've used one of the keys. It's marked as in use true, and there's a reset key button beside it, which can be used to reset the key should we need to reinstall the product, etc. The key can be reset an unlimited number of times, and one key is good for one installation on one machine. If at any time we have trouble when logged into our account, we can click the Help widget down at the bottom right of the website to open a support ticket and get help. Before we do that, though, we should always visit support to view the documentation in case that might do the trick. So, we're logged in, we've purchased keys, we're able to manage our keys, we're subscribed to the update service, all is well, the software is unlocked, and we're ready to scrape. So let's just do a fast scrape to see how that works. We'll search for shoes, just as we would normally search on Amazon. And this will produce a button below the web browser area. We click that and it adds our current search. As a result, we can scrape. I'll click the Tools button to limit the number of pages we're going to pull. There's 400 pages in this result, so we'll just choose from 1 to 3, say OK, and click Start. And clicking the title of the application at the top right brings us back in the web browser to the main area, where we can choose a department. So in this case, instead of searching for a particular search string, we'll click a department like Appliances, and we'll see another way to get results, which is by category or department. Whenever there's available categories loaded in the page we're currently visiting, they get loaded into the category selection panel here at the left. We can select any one of these, like I'll choose a small one, Bear Keg refrigerators, and when something is selected, we can click the button below the category selection panel to add that as a result. I'll limit the number of pages. Well, no, actually, I'll just let them all come in and click Start. Alternatively, we could have scheduled our scrape to happen at a later time, to be repeated at certain intervals on certain days, etc. But that's another demonstration. The last thing we'll do for this one, now that we've done an arbitrary search as well as a category search, is just quickly taking a look at the sorting on the columns that we receive. We'll also do one more quick arbitrary search at another Amazon site, like Amazon Japan, for example. And we'll get some Japanese shoes. So, Japanese shoes, we get our arbitrary search Add to Results button, and we can see the JP in parentheses, which indicates we're pulling from Japan. Let's limit the number of pages. 1 to 3, and click Start. Let's open this up. And the last thing to take a quick look at is just actually viewing the results. I'll go to one of these other sets here that we've already pulled, and we'll see that there's a little open folder button which opens the default directory where data is stored and opens the file that was generated when we did that result scrape. We'll do the same over here in Shoes Japan. Let's see the file that got generated there. The naming standard for the files includes a convenient naming standard which allows the files to always be unique because of the date timestamp included in the name of the file, as well as the title of the search that was performed or the category that was pulled. So there you have it. That's the different ways to search and pull scraped results. That's the limiting to a range. That's the scheduling of results and the viewing of the actual file generated as output. The last thing then to look at is setting the data directory where stuff gets stored, using proxies should we choose to use proxies, making use of the free included proxy service provider, and or setting the maximum number of threads of execution and the delay between requests. All of these are explained in greater detail in subsequent videos. For now, you've seen how to get started, you've seen the scraping of results, and you're ready to get started on your own. Good luck and happy scraping.